Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for September 15th through the 30th, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Pisces, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy these readings and you want even more free readings, make sure to subscribe to my email list. I send out free extended readings every Monday only to my email list subscribers. I do not upload these readings anywhere else. Literally, only email list subscribers, and then they get deleted. And that's that. All right, Pisces, main energy for your reading this month is the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you get the Queen of Wands. So you appear very, very confident, and you know what you bring to the table. You know that you are literally all that in a bag of chips, okay? What is this resistance, though? What is this internal resistance? It's almost like there's something that you keep, like an internal wall that you keep hitting. We're going to see what this is about. The person that you're dealing with can obviously be any sign. The main signs that I'm seeing are Sag and Gemini, but they could be any sign. In the recent past, you get the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. There's a deep, deep, deep soul connection here, and it seems like things are really working in the recent past. Whatever you're focusing your energy on when it comes to this person, when it comes to this connection, really seems to be yielding the fruit. So again, whatever energy you put into this connection, it seems to be working. And the biggest thing that you're focusing your energy on is working through some emotional pain within this connection, some heartbreak. Either this person hurt you or there's some suppressed emotional pain here that you're working through. And again, it really seems to be working out in the recent past. In the current situation, you get the Eight of Cups, the Temperance, and the Page of Wands. It's going to take you a little bit to feel not as emotionally detached or disconnected from your person, from the energies around you. What you're showing me is your heart. Your heart's not like fully in it, right? Especially because of the Three of Swords. I can understand why you're protecting yourself from this pain. The way you're protecting yourself from the pain, though, is by essentially emotionally detaching, creating this like emotional buffer between yourself and anything or anybody that requires your emotions. It's not that you're cold or detached or hurt or anything like that. It's just more so I'm not giving a ton of my energy. This could come from a place of lack of trust or other reasons we're going to clarify in a minute and see. In the near future, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the World, and the Ten of Wands. You want to turn over a new leaf, level up something here. Basically, you're showing me like I want to close out an old difficult cycle. I want to start a beautiful brand new cycle within myself, but it's a little bit difficult. There's a little bit of difficulty here. We'll clarify the Ten of Wands in a minute and see why. Let's take a look at the Seven of Wands, since that's the main energy for your reading. Okay. Seven of Wands is clarified by the Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you get the Justice. It's a little bit difficult for you. You're being met with a lot of resistance when it comes to you and somebody else in a romantic relationship trying to rebuild here. I don't know if you guys broke up or separated or you just went through a rough phase and now you're at the end of that rough phase, but you're essentially showing me the internal resistance that you keep feeling, that internal, it's literally like you almost hit this like wall internally for you, has to do with love, romance, and you and this other person coming together and rebuilding. The person that you're dealing with, okay, they embody the King of Wands energy. Now, whether they're a fire sign or not doesn't matter to me. I don't care about their gender either. They embody that type of energy. They're very cocky. They're very confident. They're very secure, but they're also a little bit of a flirt. They like a lot of attention, and they require a lot of validation. Tons and tons of validation. Like all day you need to tell this person how amazing they are, how awesome they are, da-da-da. But it's not enough that you just tell them. They need you and that person 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 to also tell them. Do you understand why it's a little bit difficult when somebody consistently seeks validation from external sources outside of this relationship to rebuild? Yeah, so do I. Let's take a look at the recent past. We'll see what the Lovers is all about. Oh, okay. Lovers is clarified by the Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Empress. Oh boy. Six of Cups. So again, Pisces, this could be your energy. This could be your person's energy. Take it as it resonates. And if this doesn't resonate for you, don't force the message to fit. This reading just may not be for you. I could tell you this. I told you this in the monthly reading. This is going to be hella specific. It's not going to be resonating for everybody. There is a soul connection that you think, well, I'm trying to like pick my words lightly here because I want to make sure that I'm accurately conveying the message. You're showing me, at least in the recent past, I know that my person, the person that I'm with, right? They have somebody else that they truly care for and are connected with. This is an ex, this is a friend, this is somebody else. And you're showing me like, I know this for a fact. Not I hope, I think, I know for a fact that my person, the one that I'm the lovers with, that this person views somebody else other than me as a soul connection, as the person for them. You're showing me like, I know this, I know this, I know this. How do you know this? I don't know. But you're showing me like, I know this for a fact. Their energy, it's not that you're like second best, but it's more so like their soul, their higher self is still attached and belongs to somebody else that is not me. Right? But for some reason, they're not with that person. Them and that, your person and the person that you think they want, separated. Let's take a look at the Eight of Pentacles. Also, that person that you think they want might be a Taurus or a Gemini. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles in the recent past. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Temperance, which you get in the current situation as well. The Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups. You're showing me, I know that it's been a long, long time since your person and their person separated, and it stresses you out. The thought of them caring about somebody else stresses you out, but you're also showing me it's been so long that I don't know if it's actually still the case. I don't know if they still care about that person as much as I think they do or not, because, they're not, the way you're showing it to me, it's like they're not giving that person who you think is like their soulmate a lot of attention, a lot of affection. They're giving them like nothing. So they could just be friends. They could be, there's not much there. But it still stresses you out, the fact that there's anything there. The fact that this person even follows their person on Instagram. The fact that they maybe talk once in a blue moon, that stresses you out. Even that doesn't sit well with you. But how do you know? How do you know they still care about this other person? That's my question. Because you're not showing me communication. You're not showing me they told me that they care or love this other person. You're just showing me like, I know. Like somehow you downloaded this information, this knowledge, How do you know is my question. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords in the recent past. Three of Swords is clarified by the Strength, Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it breaks your heart to think that they care about somebody else. It's difficult for you, right? But you're showing me, I want to turn things around with them. And you've actually communicated this with them. You've come up to them and you're like, hey, person, you're my person. I want us to move in a better direction. I don't want to have all these thoughts. I don't want to think that you're like in love with somebody else. I love you. I know you love me, right? And we've had this conversation. You and this person are done. Yes, they're done. You're like, okay, as difficult as it is, as hard as it's going to be, I want to move in a better direction with you. Okay, I love the transparency, Pisces. Love it. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see what the Eight of Cups is for you. Eight of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Devil. Yeah, remember how I said this is like a little bit of a protective mechanism where you kind of just emotionally detach, and that way nothing hurts you, nothing bothers you. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming because you want to trust your person, but you still have your fears from the past. And you're showing me I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm a little bit all over the place in the current situation. So what I do is like a defensive mechanism, a protective mechanism, is I just detach. I emotionally detach. I emotionally distance myself, and I kind of withdraw into my own little shell. I do my own introspection. I'm good. I'm good with myself for a minute. I just need a breather from the energies and talking and communicating and feeling. I just need a second. That's fine. That works. I wish it didn't have the Devil attached to it, which, screams to me like this is a protective mechanism or a defense mechanism, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at the Temperance in the current situation because you got it in the same row in the recent past. Temperance is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers. You got the Lovers here, right? So yeah, you're showing me I'm slowly starting to feel more and more stable, more and more grounded about how my person supposedly feels about this other person. In the recent past, you were sure they were like in love with them. That was their person. In the current situation, you're like, I don't think that's the case, but the guard is slowly starting to come down. You're still defensive. You're still kind of like, well, just because you told me you don't care about them or you want nothing to do with them doesn't mean that I fully believe you, but you're starting to feel a little bit more grounded because you're showing me I see this emotional distance between my person and the person that they were attached to in the past. In the past, they gave them some emotion. Maybe they texted once in a while, maybe they hung out once in a while, maybe they talked. In the current situation, there's complete disconnect. There's emotional detachment. There's nothing there. So that makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. So maybe your person blocked the other person. Maybe your person, was like, hey, I choose you. I don't want the other person, or it's fine. I don't care if we're not friends anymore, right? So you are feeling a little bit more settled, a little bit more comfortable with the energies. Let's look at the Page of Wands in the current situation. Page of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, which you get in the same row in the near future, and the High Priestess. Things are getting better. You are feeling a little bit more excited, a little bit more optimistic, a little bit more open towards your person. They're offering you a lot more affection. You're receiving a lot more love from them. You're giving them your love. But it's difficult. It's difficult because remember, you get the High Priestess and you got it tied up to this. That fear or that belief of I'm missing something, maybe they're playing me, maybe they still care about the other person, maybe they still want to be with the other person, maybe I'm not the person for them, that's still gnawing at you. And that makes things difficult for you in the current situation. That's really what's weighing on you here. And again, I don't see any 3D world proof of, you're right, you are missing something, you're missing a red flag, nothing like that at all. It just seems like you have this like constant fear of, well, what if I get played? What if I'm getting manipulated? What if I'm missing something? Some of you Pisces may have been cheated on in the past, and that's really what's causing these difficult energies for you. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see what the Ace of Pentacles is all about. And if this resonates, please give this video a thumbs up, give it a heart. It really helps me out. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck, you get the King of Cups. Yeah. These energies are difficult, I have to say, simply because you just really don't trust your person. You're showing me like here in the 3D world, it's such a strong bond. It's such a strong connection. I feel so connected to them. But on the other hand, you also constantly fear this heartbreak, which might come out of nowhere. The Tower is literally where your entire world collapses around you, right? And just out of nowhere, it's like, everything's great. And then bam, it's like everything collapses, everything disappears. And what you're afraid is going to collapse is this heartbreak. You're really, really afraid of getting played or getting your heart broken by this person in the near future. But I don't see that being the case because you're showing me the Ace of Pentacles. You and this person have leveled up. You've turned over a new leaf. And so this fear that you have is literally just your own. It's your fear. Let's clarify the World in the near future. World is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Emperor. You don't know if things are going to end, right? You really don't. You have no idea if it's going to end. There's obviously no guarantee. Nobody signed a document that's like, hey, I'm never going to leave you. I'm never going to hurt you. But also, maybe things won't end. Maybe things will be just fine. But the energies are stuck here. You're the one keeping them stuck, Pisces, by the way. Because you're stuck in this constant, I don't know. Instead of just releasing and trusting the universe and letting the universe, let things unfold however they may, you're trying to really control the situation as much as you can. Because, right, when we control things, we know how they're going to unfold and it feels right to us. It feels balanced. We're not going to get hurt. What you don't realize is control is like we have a false sense of security with control. You can't control anything, right? But we like to think we can, but we can't. You definitely cannot control another person. But in the near future, that's what you may be trying to do. Because you're afraid, because you don't know how it's going to unfold, you're really trying to control the energies. Let's take a look at the 10 of Wands in the near future. Wow. 10 of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the King of Swords. You know that you and this person have leveled up. You know this is a new beginning. You know that this is literally like a new start for you and your person. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, right? Logically, you know this, but it's still very, very difficult for you to trust because you have that fear. You have that fear of like, oh, they want somebody else. I'm not the person they want. You know, they're still holding out hope for this other person. I don't think they are. I think you're just afraid that they are. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading, Pisces. Oh, all right. Exactly 3. From the universe, you get the Justice, the Devil, the Magician. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Your mind is playing tricks on you. The universe has come in and balanced out the energies. The Justice is literally one of the best cards that you can get when it comes to relationships and legal matters. The universe has balanced out the energies, but your devil, your own internal fear, keeps playing tricks on you, keeps psyching you out, keeps having that little voice in your head. No, they still like the other person. They still care about them. They're playing you. You're going to get manipulated. You're going to get your heart broken, right? This is your own internal demons, not what the other person is doing, Pisces. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.